This is my start of February winter garden tour update. I'm out in the garden and we've had some weather. We have had really bad wind that ripped apart this cover. I don't think that the peppers in there are going to be doing so well. Got to figure out a different idea for this. So I'm taking it off. I don't know if we can do a sheet or something. I don't know. It's still going to be pretty cold tonight. You hear all my lovely roosters in the background. We have a lot of roosters right now. We have 5 roosters that we are keeping, you know, our roosters, our boys. But then we actually have 3 other ones we hatched out that we talked about. If those ended up being roosters, we would have a little freezer camp, if you know what I mean. But we haven't done it yet, so they're getting to be about 6 months old. I think it's about time. I can't get this off. So I wrestled that cover off. It is February 1st and I'm in the garden. And this was covered. And if you can see, some of my covered lettuce is actually bolting. Bolting in winter. Oh, it's so funny here. It was really cold last night. It actually got down to 27 in my garden. I have a garden sensor, but apparently being covered made this part a lot warmer than it needed to be. And because that cover was ripped, I'm not sure if these peppers I was trying to overwinter are gonna make it. That's super disappointing. And my onions are still so small. See that little dude? That one's a little bit better over there. See that? Bolting. Oops. Bolting. It's bolting. That is hilarious. Oh, guys. So I can grow food year round, but it doesn't always work out the way you think it's going to. Those peppers don't look too hopeful. I wonder if there's any green left on them at all. That one's pretty woody. Let's talk about good things in the garden. This bed is beautiful. Those are collards, Mitsuna, Chinese cabbage. That was supposed to be Mitsuna, but I don't think it is. Oh gosh, these are beautiful. This little thing fell here. Let's take that out of there. We have, I believe that's leaf cabbage. Those are supposed to be some red cabbage that they are still pretty small. Oh, but these mustard. The mustard and chard. The chard is small, but the mustard is gorgeous. That looks nice. Okay, something good is happening here. February 1st. I'd say that's pretty. My peas aren't so great. That one, they're basically gone. This one, pretty little. This one is basically gone. I need to cut the asparagus back. That one just looks sad. Yeah, those don't look great. This bed is super pretty. The tatsoi is growing, but look at that. Look at that, you guys. It's acting like it's gonna bolt too. It's killing me. This is so funny. Oh, so much for a February 1st garden tour. You know, we had some days in the 70s last week. I think that one's trying to bolt too. I'm just gonna pinch them off. I don't know if that is like a good idea, but I really wanted Asian greens that were more than that size. Oh, I have to laugh sometimes. It's so frustrating sometimes to garden. We got a little bit of cilantro there that's like all smushed. It was 27 last night in here. I think I was just saying that. And then I have bolting Asian greens. Oh, oy vey, so funny. My onions are still really small in this bed, but they seem to be doing better than that other bed I showed you. This is all kale right here. That kale's pretty. They're not huge, but they're pretty. Kids playing over there. You're gonna hear them a lot. Oh, but the broccoli, I mean, it's doing better than most things. Look at that. Look at that. It's not big, but it is broccoli. Here, let's see if I can do that for you. And it has little side shoots already. Now that is pretty small. I want to show you my hand in comparison. It's pretty small, right? But it's broccoli, and I'm okay with small. Oh, you know what I really should do in here? I really should feed this stuff. Oh, you're gonna see me do a little bit of cleanup here. I wish those onions would get a little bigger so I'm not so worried about them getting dug up, but hey buddy, you're a good boy. Okay, here's my calendula. It's alive even though it was only 27. Teeny little broccolis. Oh, look at that. Oh, I hope they get bigger, but hey, I like to see things that aren't bolting. Oh, that's pretty. And so I came out here and I was disappointed to find one of my covered beds. I only covered 2 beds to overwinter peppers. One of them, the cover was like ripped off, and I don't think the peppers did very well with it getting down to 27 last night. We have a garden sensor. Hey buddy, my dog wants to go see the chickens. And also, then the lettuce in that bed is bolting. But my broccoli bed looks good and my cabbage bed looks good. Let's go check the rest out. This bed looks good. This bed, okay, there's a little bit of onions here. That's actually onions. But the rest of that growing up along the edges is garlic. Super pretty. And in the middle, I have all different kinds of red leaf lettuces, all different kinds. But look at this garlic. I want you to see this. That's getting nice there. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Right? These aren't very big lettuces, but we have been eating from them already. Oh, that one's a beautiful one over there. I think that's called Rogue. Oh my gosh. You guys, look at that. That's spinach. I've never been very successful with spinach. It's like kind of a joke that I can't grow spinach here. I don't know. It always bolts, or that one didn't even grow. Oh, this is so pretty. Ouch, this bed is so pretty. I just ran into that. Oh my, the wind blew that over. So my son is recovering the garden bed that had the bolting lettuce and the peppers that I don't think are doing well. This bed was supposed to be cauliflower, head cabbage, and garlic and onions are on the edge, on the border. I have both. I also tried to interplant beets and radishes, which did not do well. I also did an area of carrots that didn't do well. Up there, that was supposed to be carrots, beets. Oh, look, I don't even know if you can see that. Those look terrible. No, those aren't beets. I mean radishes. But my onions and garlic look good. And let me show you the status of the cauliflower and the head cabbage. Okay, garlic. Onions, do you know how to tell the difference? This is cool, okay? Garlic has a flat leaf, see that? Onions have this puffy leaf. I don't know if you can tell. See how it's like See that? It's like a tube. And then these are supposed to be head cabbages. Several different kinds. That one's terrible. Oh, this one's not terrible. Over there, it's not too bad. That one's, I mean, it's not big, but it's not too bad. That's calendula right there. That is not cabbage. And then we have cauliflower, which is pretty small. I did feed this bed with new compost, but that's pretty small still. Oh, but this is so pretty. Just kind of like things at this small level for a second. Okay, right there. These are chives, and see how they look like dead and melty and terrible? They will pop right back up as soon as it warms up. They're a perennial here and they're gonna do fine. Okay, I'm gonna go over and show you the strawberries. It's been very cold. Strawberries live really well here, but I'm gonna have to clean them out really well, and I'm sure there's no strawberries growing very well because of how cold it's gotten. If there are any in here, they probably froze last night. So this is gonna be quite a chore for me as soon as I feel up to thinning them and weeding them. Let's go over here. Okay, this is like a leek forest. I love leeks. Here, I'll show you about leeks too, okay? Leeks have the flat, like the garlic. See that? This one's not very big, but it'll grow. I'd already harvested from over here some that were bigger, and this is a smaller one. And I have a bunch of leeks here. See that? Bunch of leeks over there. I do have some onions in there randomly. Like that's right there. Those are all onions, and the way I can tell you that is because of the leaf. They're not flat. I have some cilantro. That is calendula. It just lives here forever and ever. I do have a little bit of chard, I believe, that I planted here. Over here, I believe I did, oh gosh, onions, garlic. This is for sure garlic right here. So we have onions, garlics, and leek all in the same bed. It's a good thing I can tell the difference because there's a lot of them. Oh, this is interesting. You'll like this. Okay, so this was a pot of chives. See how this is all like dead. There are the chives coming back up right there. See that? So they are gonna come up and they get huge, huge here. So big. All right, you know what? It's cold to me. I am not a huge hang out in the garden when it's cold person. It's gonna rain tomorrow or Friday, so that's why I decided to come out here and do a little tour today. But even though we can garden year round, I kind of get discouraged sometimes by how wintry everything still looks, even though I'm growing some food. Like we just had lettuce on sandwiches and burgers and stuff like twice this week from the garden. But then I'm looking at how dead things look or something randomly bolting in January and February, and I get a little discouraged. But you know what? It's totally fine. This is winter and I need to embrace winter. Here are some more chives that look dead. Oh, they will come back, no worries. This is interesting plant. This right here was cabbage I harvested last year and it came back up. It's like it wants a round two. And I don't know if it'll make heads, but I just left it there because I thought it was super interesting. Oh, over here, I want to show you this. Okay, so here's that cabbage. I want to show you this. This is called Purple Carpet Alyssum. And it's going to be like, I have some white alyssum that's done really well every year. And that's going to have pretty purple flowers. I saw that in someone else's garden online and I had to find it for myself. I liked it so much. Okay, over here. Oh goodness. Oh, you know what that is? That is a dill coming back. It just came back up on its own. That's pretty early for it to come back. There's some chard. Here's some chard. Some more chard. A believe right here are some leeks that I planted. And over here, oh my, look at this. I think that right there, I think those are radishes that are coming up. That's interesting. I don't know why they're there. We have some leeks. We have some onions. And then we have more leeks. Oh, we have some chickens. Hi, girls. These are my newer chickens. And they're not laying yet, or if they are hiding their eggs. And I'm not sure which it is. Hey, are you hiding your eggs? Or are you not laying yet? Can you tell me? Okay, I'm gonna peek under here. I honestly get nervous to see how things are doing. Okay. Oh, chard. A lot of this is chard and peppers that I'm trying to overwinter, and I don't know how they're doing. We should take a closer look at one of them. Well, I was trying to scratch some of these to see, and you know what? A couple weeks ago they had some green in them, and right now I don't see green very well under here. It has been cold, and when I have kids help me recover the garden, it doesn't always get done right. But I like to delegate. So I just started 345 peppers inside. 345 pepper seeds inside. So if these don't make it, I think I'm gonna be okay. Here I spent the time covering it, but it didn't like cost me anything, and it's not that big of a deal. My chard's fine. My chard's not bolting. Even though that lettuce over there is bolting, so I think I'm gonna be all right. But if even one of these peppers decides to overwinter, I will get more peppers from it than any of the rest. That's what happened last year. I had one in this bed that I thought were all dead. It was a Sugar Rush peach. And it did come back up, and it was my most productive plant. So that's why I even try. I mean, I don't think I'm organized enough in the winter to do a good job of it. Like one year I potted like 5 of my favorite up, brought them inside, kept them alive, and then when things got crazy in the spring, like March or April, I forgot to water them, and then they died. Well, one of them didn't die, but the other ones did. So it's okay if it doesn't work out. I'm okay with it. And the onions in this bed are still pretty small. Look at that. Pretty teeny. That one's not too bad. That one looks like it's a red onion. Tell right there by the color at the bottom if it is going to be a white onion, a red onion, or a yellow onion. It's kind of cool, right? I see a big old weed over there I need to take care of. Weed alert. Weed is doing better than the plants. Okay, just gonna pull that right there. It's easier to pull weeds when you see them than letting them get too established. All right, I'm just gonna check a couple more of these. Oh, how did a feather get in here? It hasn't even been uncovered. That's funny. Maybe there's life in there, maybe, but it just looks so, just leave it be. Oh, there's another weed. Look, see, sometimes that grass tries to camouflage. It's like a garlic or onion. Okay, gonna put a couple of these clips on. It's supposed to be cold tonight still. I don't even know why I'm trying with that. I think it's probably donezo for the peppers, but here's the bed that looks the most wintry to me. I had sweet potatoes in the middle, and I just kind of left that empty. And then I was trying to grow onions along the side here to see if any of them even lived. And I had like squirrel. Oh, some did live. I had squirrel burying acorns and uprooting my onions, but a couple of them are alive. Look, a few of them are alive there. So all is not lost. She thinks I'm going to feed her. You think I'm gonna feed you, huh? Yes, you do. Okay, we looked at a couple of the peas. These peas, those look pretty good. I mean, they're teeny, but they're alive. Ooh, I don't know why this isn't focusing. And then this, these look alive. I think these are the best ones of them all. Although I don't see any peas on them, do you? I don't see any peas on them. Oh my. You are stalking me. I don't even remember your name, but you want me so badly. Yes, you do. Yes, you do want me. Okay, so over here, this is a turnip, and that's why I think maybe the other one's a turnip, because this is my one lone turnip over here. And let me see the color, though. Oh, the color looks more like, weird, that looks more red, like a radish. I don't get it. Oh, and the top popped off of here. This happened to several of my sprinkler heads. We have to have irrigation because it is way too hot here, and we don't get rain like the entire summer. I know some places get rain all summer, you know, you guys get those storms. We get nothing. We only get our rain in the winter. Some in the fall and spring. Oh, they're so pretty, guys. Look at the sun over there, just going down over the horizon. It's beautiful. Okay, I'll just stay here at this spot of the garden where everything looks pretty. Okay, so I don't have any deep thoughts right now. I gave you kind of a haphazard tour of my garden, very start of February, and there's definitely things that I'm happy about, like this. So much garlic, so much lettuce doing well. There are things I'm disappointed in. I found out that somehow, even though it had been raining a ton, that our water was on like 3 days a week. So that was great for our drought water bill. And one of my covers ripped. None of my peppers look very good overwintering, and some of my lettuce is bolting. But it's my garden, and I love to be here. And even though sometimes I see things that are disappointing in it, and I don't check it nearly enough in the winter, I also see things like this, which are exciting, and our food that we're feeding our family. Sorry, I got distracted by a hawk. And yeah, it's good. It's good. I love the garden. I'm excited for the summer garden that it's going to be more colorful with flowers and big plants. But I want to be thankful for every season. And this is winter, and I'm determined to embrace it with a happy heart. And I hope you do too. You guys might think this is so green and lovely because you might have snow where you are. We don't get much snow. It did get cold. It got really cold, but no snow. So yeah, this is my garden today. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to bringing you guys back in here in the summer. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Have a great rest of your day.